So now that we have our first draft, I'm going to show you how to do some measuring. So there's a couple of tools, actually one tool in particular that I really like to use, but I'm going to show you two ways. This tool right up here is called the tape measure tool. And it's a tape measure tool because it measures distances. So you can see that once I click there and pull this out, it gives me an approximate measurement. So for instance, if I do, and I love keyboard shortcuts again, I love T for tape measure, there it is. If I click here and go to the end, this tells me this piece is exactly 10 inches, which is what I expect it to be. Hit the space bar to turn that off, and we are good to go. Now, there's a couple basic rules here. First of all, I'll just grab the tape measure. Right here at the front axle, that has to be the maximum width. Now this says 1 1/8, but your block is likely to be 1 1/2. So T for tape measure again, click, and then move this here. You see how it actually snaps right to the edge. 1 1/8 of an inch is there. So we're going to auto zoom back out. So that's what I want for that. So we have to be, one of the common mistakes is not having enough or a wide enough area here. So in order to get the rest of the measurements, we're going to zoom in here in the middle. We have to make sure that we have a 3/8 inch minimum. So I'm going to go to what looks like the thinnest point here. I'm going to click there and I'm going to move this down. Now I'm not clicking, I'm just moving my mouse. I just clicked once. And I'm going to type 3/8. Now, you need to look down here at the bottom corner. Now, when I move that, of course, the length moves. But I'm going to go, again, 3/8. That's 3/8 of an inch. Put the inch symbol in and click Enter. Now, that shows me the 3/8 of an inch from there to there. So the question is this a wide enough car? The answer is yes, because it's wider than that. And I can do that at multiple points. Now, sometimes it'll do a line like that, 3/8 of an inch. And that tells me exactly 3/8 of an inch from there. Okay. Now, if I go down here, this is really easy because this is exactly, we'll start here, 1/4, 1/4 of an inch. Again, I'm typing this in after I click. Let me show you that one more time. Click, move up, 1/4 inches. There we go. So we put multiple lines here. That is an exact 1/4 inch from the bottom, or exactly a 1/4 inch from the bottom, because that's the way I made it for these axle holes. So I can actually, if I wanted to, we'll just do an arc tool, take it like this, take it like that, and I can bring this all the way down really close to there if I want, and then fill it up with some more color. There we go. Space bar, get rid of that, click and delete, and there we have it. So you don't want it too close, though, to those marks, because what's going to end up happening is when we cut our material off, you're going to sand it and smooth it, and you're going to continue to take material off of these parts. So you want a little extra there. You can always cut more off, but you can't put it back on. So those are the basics of measuring, and this is what you're going to do on your first draft, and then certainly as you move into your second draft.